In today's episode, I talk about the BCG Online Case. BCG is innovating the way that they think about their interview process. They want more people to join BCG in years to come than ever before. And to do that, they have to scale the way that they think about talent. The BCG Online Case and the Chatbot interview help them do that. And I'll explain what they are, how you should get ready, and what you should expect when you're completing the tests. Enjoy. Today, I'm going to talk about the BCG Online Case, also known as the BCG Potential Test. In addition, I'm going to talk about the BCG Chatbot interview. So I'm going to start by talking about what the BCG Online Case is. Then I'm going to talk about what types of questions are asked in the BCG Online Case. I'm going to talk about how to prepare for the BCG Online Case. And finally, I'm going to talk about the Chatbot interview. First of all, the BCG Online Case, the Potential Test, is a computer-based screening tool. This is an awesome innovation by BCG to try to get a sense of candidates not that are right for BCG, but the ones that really are not right. It's what they would consider to be a lower bar of success. And then from there, you get passed on to later parts in the process. It is used to test three main things: the analytical skills, the logical reasoning, and the problem-solving ability of the candidates. And probably more importantly, it is in a time-constrained environment. The general belief is that if they see a resume that they think qualifies, you could probably do the job at BCG. One of the ways that they're filtering people right at the beginning of the process by using the BCG Online Test is differentiating between people who can solve problems quickly and those who are more slow. Essentially, the BCG Online Test is a case interview. However, it's a little bit more extensive. They're able to cover more questions, and it's with a computer as the interviewer, which is, of course, a big factor. One of the things that it does do is it enables them to calculate how far through the test everyone is able to get, how successfully people are able to do, and once again, to differentiate candidates. The BCG Online Case is used primarily outside of the US and with advanced degree candidates that have more variation in the track record and the background and the history of what they bring to the table. Now, let's move on. What types of questions are asked in the BCG Online Case? First of all, the questions are emphasizing quantitative and math questions. They are focused on your ability to interpret data and information, logically reason through the data information, complete calculations, and then infer insights from them. These are all the same things that you would do on the job with a 1 million line data set that you were working with in Excel or Tableau or Access or Python. But these are the same types of things that they're distilling down into shorter questions, but with not necessarily clear linear answers coming from them. There are 20 or more questions, depending on the version of the online case that you get, and you have 45 minutes to solve the questions. That means that you have just slightly over 2 minutes per question to complete the answers, which is a really, really short amount of time. You are scored for each question. You are penalized for wrong answers. You get plus 3 points for correct answers. You get 0 points for skipped questions, and you get -1 for incorrect answers. The passing score is around 70%, even though it's not disclosed, and it's only 1 bullet point in the total evaluation process of BCG. The questions that are tested in the BCG Online Case are very similar to the questions that you would get on the GRE, or probably more specifically, the GMAT integrated reasoning tests. They're really, really similar to those. One of the reasons, for example, that the BCG Online Case is used less for MBAs globally is that they often will have to complete one of those tests demonstrating their abilities in those areas before they even come to the interview. Interestingly, calculators, while never allowed inside the live case interviews, are sometimes allowed. It depends on the country where you're completing the BCG Online Case. Pen and paper, however, are always allowed. So if you're uncertain about calculators, ask, but practice every single time with pen and paper.
We'll be right back after this quick message.
Feeling stuck in your prep process? Join Black Belt. Black Belt gives you expert help. You get 8 one-hour, one-to-one coaching sessions with an MBB coach. You get access to unlimited digital materials. and homework that we will assign you in between sessions to help you quickly accelerate your progress. If you need to be interview ready quickly, join Black Belt today. Click the link in the show notes to learn more.
That brings me to how you prepare for the BCG Online Case. And by the way, you should prepare. This is something that is there to test your analytical and logical reasoning skills, the raw ones that you bring to the table. But having some expectation of how to use those in the time frame is the purpose of your practice. So you can prepare using GMAT practice questions on the integrative reasoning portion of the GMAT. You should do them timed, so make sure that you're practicing in reality. You should do them online so that you practice receiving the information, not from a book, but from an online platform and using your pen and paper to work through them. You should practice them in the same way that you would otherwise. Now, if you can complete them with a fair degree of accuracy, 70% is what they're looking for, then you're likely able to complete the BCG online test. So if you do one practice test, you're ready. The purpose is not to practice a certain amount. The purpose is to prepare to be ready, the same way that we focus on that for case interviews. If you want supplemental information about how to accelerate the way that you interpret data and solve math problems, we have an amazing offering, Mental Math for Consulting, which gives you all of the skills and drills that you need. It's everything from just basic raw computational skills to interpreting exhibits. And we've got drills for days. Finally, there's one piece of the online platform that BCG has developed to perform the same function, which is early screening of candidates. It's called the Chatbot interview. And you can expect that the Chatbot interview is going to be rolled out with accelerating pace around the world, especially as we are in and will continue to see Zoom experiences being a prominent way that we relate. The Chatbot interview is this new interview version of the online case. The interview, instead of being just a computer delivering the information statically, is a chatbot, an avatar. It's 30 minutes long. It has 8 to 10 questions, and there's a 1-minute video recording at the end for you to explain your recommendations. So you work through the questions, and then you complete the 1-minute video recording. The chatbot interview tests the same skills as the online case and the potential test: logical reasoning, analytical skills, comprehensive insights. However, it's interviewer-led. This is a deviation from the way that BCG in live format does their cases, where they're more hands-off. They more let you drive the case. It's not possible in the structure of the chatbot interview to do the same thing. So this is the standard interviewer-led process that leads to a final recommendation in a set amount of time. In conclusion, there are many reports that the BCG online case was more difficult than people expected. They felt underprepared. And so we want to encourage you to know what it is, know how to prepare, understand the chatbot version of the interview so that you can ask the right questions to adequately be ready for your BCG online case. If you have a healthy fear of the BCG online case, we respect that and we endorse that. You should practice. If you want help with the practice, join us with our Mental Math for Consulting offering. The mental math skills and drills that you'll get inside the course are incredibly valuable for upping your performance on the BCG online case. After all, if you get the online case, it means they think that you could do the job later. Just don't fail now. We'd love to have your feedback on this episode. Please provide us a review and share the content. In addition, we have a feedback survey in the show notes. Please let us know how we can do better and what we can do more of. Thanks for joining.